High School. Welcome back to Roar News.
Today is Tuesday, November 13th.
Before we get started, we're just gonna introduce the laugh of the day, also known as the vine of the day.
I don't appreciate it when you're being mean to me.
Sorry.
In other news, South Stage has the Frosh Play coming up.
For more information on that, listen to these freshmen.
Come see the Frosh Play, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Scenes in Transit, November 15th, 16th, 17th, 7:30 p.m. in the Lab Theater.
Tickets are $10, and if you want more information or to buy tickets, which I know you do, you can go to southstage.org.
Come see the Frosh Play!
Exciting news is Mamma Mia is this spring musical this year. If you would like to learn more information on the auditions and the process of that, please go to southstage.org. And even more exciting news is the Lip Dub's coming up on November 21st.
And the Lip Dub event is from 9:20 to 10:45, and the blocks are A2 and B2.
For sports this week, we have the Unified Basketball Team on November 14th at 3:30 p.m. at the State Gymboree.
Also, welcome to Term 2, guys.
Here we have some interviews from seniors and some other grades. As Term 1 was ending, seniors were applying early action and early decision to colleges. Here are some of the struggles they wish they had known that they would face before applying.
What stressed you out about applying to colleges, and what do you wish you knew before?
For me at least, the whole application process was stressful, especially the deciding what school I wanted to go to, because there's this big stigma, especially at Newton South, that you have to go to one of those like big name colleges and like to be successful. And I ended up finding a school that I really like that like isn't one of those, and that was a really stressful thing because it just felt, with all the stigma going around, that it wasn't good enough. But it is.
I kind of have the opposite of that. I kind of did play into the whole like I have to get into a big name college, like because I go to Newton South and I have these like privilege. So I applied ED to Northeastern, and it's like been my top school because I literally started the college process like in 8th grade when that's when I started looking for colleges. And I think the whole stress around like trying to bring honor to, I guess, I don't want to be like the kind of like cheesy answer that I want to make my family proud, but I want to make my parents proud of me. And like they moved from, my mom moved from inside Boston to here to have a better education system for me and my brother.
Yeah, so I guess it's not really similar for me at all. I was originally planning to go to UK schools because it's just cheaper there, and I came here from Scotland. I have gotten really stressed, but it's completely because of my parents. I was so ready for for the whole college process, and I was so prepared, and then my parents started freaking out and started trying to take over my Common App, which just made everything a lot harder. It became a lot harder because of them, but I'm happy with what I've done so far.
One thing is I had a lot of confusion over talking about location and like trying to figure out my major and trying to make compromises with my family. That was annoying. I wish I'd known how much paperwork is involved and how many deadlines there are, because boy, there are a lot of those in a very short period of time, and I'm a procrastinator. The other thing is trying to figure out the realization that like it's good to have a major, but also you don't need to know exactly what you want to do when applying, and that's not going to guarantee you anything different or that kind of thing for the college process. So yeah.
So can you just tell me a little bit about Unified Theater?
So it's actually called South Stage All Access, and it meets Wednesday J blocks in this room right here that I cannot remember the number of. So it's an accessible theater program that has no cuts whatsoever, because a lot of actors who want the opportunity to perform don't really get a chance to, because the theater program here is really competitive. So like when you audition for a play here, there's the chance that you get cut from the play and you don't get to perform. And while there are a lot of really other amazing opportunities with South Stage to do like tech and other backstage stuff, there's not really much of another opportunity to perform. So I wanted to make performing a little bit more accessible here. So we meet Wednesday J blocks, we play theater games, have a fun time, and then later in the year it's going to transition into rehearsals for a play that has no cuts. It's called the Brothers Grimm Spectacular-thon. It's going to be super fun, and everybody should audition, because if you audition, you will get in.
Reflections Magazine is Newton South's #1 print, literary, and arts magazine.
We meet Wednesday J blocks in room 2206. And you can send us art, poetry, photography, music, really anything to reflectionsmagazine.nshs@gmail.com.
So we're here at Newton South, obviously, and we're asking students what their favorite or best dance move is. Can you guys show us your best dance move?
Can you guys show us your best dance move?
Oh. Can you guys show us your best dance move?
Sure.
This is really thank you guys so much. Last week on Tuesday, the elections for the midterms took place. Here are the results. Question 1 was about the ratio from nurses to patients.
Voted no, no limits.
Question 2 was about should Massachusetts organize a council to limit the control corporations have on the government.
Voted yes.
Question 3 was about transgender rights. Should laws that give transgender people have equal rights stay?
Voted yes.
Charlie Baker and Elizabeth Warren were re-elected. And for the Newton people, marijuana has no ban, no limits, and there will be 8 shops in Newton. And as always, thank you guys for watching our 3rd episode of Roar News. And if you guys have any news, fundraisers, anything that you guys want us to promote on Roar News, please email roarnews123@gmail.com. And once again, I'm Bella.
I'm Tia.
And we are Roar News.